What's up guys, welcome back to yet another video. If you're new here, welcome. Got back from a session of squash and table tennis, which is basically high intensity interval training or at least high intensity training, and today's topic is going to be high intensity training and why you need to friend zone high intensity interval training, which means you are still in good relationship with that person but you are staying within limits. So over the last 2 weeks I've been doing a lot of squash and table tennis and my performance in the gym has been affected. I knew that would happen. Of course, I've been training so many people, so I know that would happen. But I just wanted to see at this body weight, holding so much fat, will it be the same? If you are a very lean person and you do so much, you're literally gone. But because I am holding so much fat, I thought, why not, try this. But the results were not so good. I'll explain you why. Now, when you do high intensity training, it's an anaerobic activity, which means when you finish your high intensity training, you'll be gasping for air, right? Which means you need more oxygen, and the oxygen that is provided in your body in the blood is not enough. So that's why you're like, So what happens is, even after the activity, I just came back. So when I'm recording a video also, I'm controlling, So, but when you do low intensity steady state or whatever, you are able to hold a conversation with the person, you'll be like, yeah bro, what happened? What about that girl? Are you still dating her? No, that kind of conversation. So you're still able to hold a conversation, but this is similar to weight training, which means all your muscles are under so much stress. Okay, let's take example of squash. Your muscles are under so much stress, and even when you're doing weight training, let's say legs, your quads are under so much stress, your back is under so much stress, your arms, everything is under so much stress. So basically high intensity training is similar to weight training. Okay, I'll tell you a few reasons why high intensity training always is not the best idea. Once a week is fine, even twice a week is fine, maximum twice a week, that lasts for 20 minutes. Do not do too much of high intensity training if you are trying to lose fat and maintain more muscle and strength. Now the thing is, when you are doing a lot of high intensity interval training, you lose a lot of glycogen, and we all know muscles are made up of glycogen, and that is the source of fuel for your weight training. Yes guys, when you lift weights, which is an anaerobic activity as well, your body, heavy weights, your body uses glycogen as a source of fuel. Same with high intensity. So if you do both every single day like I have been doing, then that will really affect you, and you will eventually hit overtraining. Okay, overtraining is fine, you can take a week's rest, but the problem is you lose a lot of strength, guys. My performance in the gym has really dropped, and like I spoke in yesterday's video about periodization, I said that central nervous system is an integral part. So what happens when you're at a caloric deficit is, first of all, your nutrition levels are slightly lower, which means you are taking less carbs, proteins and fats. Not protein, less carbs and fats, and you're at a caloric surplus. So a caloric deficit, sorry. So what happens is your body just wears out, guys. And also people say high intensity interval training burns a lot of calories very fast. Absolutely. But you need to give preference for one thing, guys. You do not have to do both the things to get shredded. Okay, and I won't be doing it. I've tapered down my squash intensity, number of days or frequency of playing squash. I reduced it from 6 days a week to like 3 to 4 days a week, even though that is still high, right? So for me currently, I'm able to manage that. In the gym, I'm not pushing that heavy. That's only going to last for 2-3 weeks. After that, I'll completely, not play squash like how I've been playing, recently. So the message what I want to give in this video is, do not do too much of high intensity training, guys. Studies have found out that people who sprint a lot, I'll give you a simple example, guys. If you watch football, how often do footballers get injured? They get hamstring injuries, they get groin injuries, they get calf injuries and all these things, because their intensity of their game is really high. And if you compare that with the cricket player, of course cricket player also has to run a lot, but if you see the fielders, the chances of them getting injured just like that is very hard. In football, while they're running, they'll be like, oh my god, I've injured my hamstring. But in cricket, they'll have to slip or they'll have to overstretch to hurt their hamstring. So these are the two best examples. So what I'm going to say is, if you're looking for longevity, burn fat, build muscle, build strength, do not do both. Keep your high intensity to maximum 2 days a week, that too 20 minutes per session. Mine was like 40 minutes per session. So I hope my experience can help you. And people say it burns extra fat. Yes guys, in theoretically it does, because when you are doing high intensity, right, you take more oxygen post workout as well, or post activity as well, which means it's called EPOC, excess post exercise oxygen consumption. That can help you burn like 50 to 100 calories, but at what cost? Your performance will drop, your central nervous system might be taxed faster, and at the end of your cut you might be shredded, but you might have lost a lot of muscle as well. According to studies, you tend to lose 1 pound of muscle for every 3 pounds of fat you lose. So if you have like 50 pounds of fat to lose, then how much muscle do you lose? That's like 15 or 16 pounds of muscle. That's a lot, right? So this can only aggravate that. If you are not able to lift heavy while you're cutting, that's not a good thing, guys. Remember that, because maintaining strength for a natural guy is as important as you waking up in the morning and taking a dump. Both are equally important, right? Otherwise your day won't go well. So just remember, do not do too much. I know this video is not scripted, and it looks like I don't give a fuck about this, but this is really important, guys. None of my clients, actually most of my clients, just do steady state cardio. Only at the end of their cut, if they hit a plateau, what I do is I reduce the volume of training, and then I give them that you can't lift heavy and do a lot of high intensity at the same time. So I hope this video helped you. Just stay in the limit. I see a lot of videos on YouTube where they're praising HIIT like anything, and it's not that great, guys. Like it is, I feel it is overrated for most people. When you are a performance athlete, like if you are going to improve your football and whatnot, they are training in such a way, which means they'll be putting more effort in their game, and on the training, weight training wise, they are just doing what is required to improve in their sport. So don't look at someone and copy what they're doing, because they have a proper program that they have to stick to. But when you are an average guy looking to build muscle, save muscle, and just lose fat and maintain a lean physique, you need to be very careful. So my recommendation is 1 day a week, 2 day a week. Just spend more time, guys. If you have a lot of time, if you do not have a lot of time, I understand, but give preference to one thing. Don't do a lot of everything. Okay, I know I love playing squash, but I need to understand, guys, my preference is maintaining muscle. Hey, Brownie, no. Brownie just got a bath. So that's pretty much it. I hope you got something from this video. Sometimes I need to make these kind of videos as well, guys, where I'm giving you first-hand experience of what I am facing, so that you can take it and apply it to your own life. That's pretty much it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Peace out. Make sure you drink a lot of water. Otherwise, in this weather, in the summer, you lose more muscle. Peace out.